Is it time to search for a new spiritualist? Well, I hope I'm able to help you with these words today. How do you know if it's time to search for a new spiritualist? Well, let me tell you this. If your spiritualist does work for you, or they have shipped you out certain things that you're supposed to do, and when you call them, they're never around, they never pick up your phone, they don't even respond to your messages, then that's your hint right there of what type of person this individual is. When doing spiritual work, you have to understand, whether it's good or not so good, you need guidance. You need instruction. You need someone that's going to guide you along the way. You are the sheep that needs a shepherd. Now, when you have someone that you're trusting in, you're putting your trust, because these people, they are supposed to have the gift of foresight to see things down the road. So when they're helping you out, they should be able to help you along the road. But if they're not here, you're subject to making error, you're subject to doing things wrong and creating greater problems in your life. If your spiritualist is not there for you, this may be the time for you to look for another spiritualist. If you have a spiritualist that's constantly asking you for money, constantly trying to bombard you with rituals, if you are a novice or you don't even have any experience in this whatsoever, you have to ask yourself, can you deal with the responsibility that these people are putting on you? A spiritualist has to know that it's not about putting ritual on top of an individual. Some things need steps. There's a step that, these children, here goes, these people are like children. When a baby is born, it takes months. It takes time for that baby to grow into a child that, can walk, and then into adulthood. So it's the same thing with spiritual work. There's certain people that shoot out rituals and rituals on top of rituals. They figure it's just a way to generate money. They're not looking at the long-term situation. Some of you guys got a house full of altars and you don't even understand that because you have the house full of altars, whether or not these things were constructed right, or their order or properties. You just paid for a whole bunch of rituals and now you got a whole bunch of confusion in your life. A spiritualist is supposed to guide you. A spiritualist is not supposed to be hungry for money. And this is the thing a lot of spiritualists, are, let's just say, they're weak at. This is their weak point because they're in a grind. They're trying to get as much money as they can. And it's not to say all spiritualists, but a good amount of spiritualists suffer from this disease. And that disease is greed. They'll bombard you with everything because it looks great to your eyes. But the reality is, you need a person that's going to guide you from step to step, procedure to procedure, and actually watch you mature in the process. How do you know if it's time for you to change spiritualists? If your spiritualist, again, is bombarding you with, oh, I had a vision. Oh, the spirits told me this. Oh, the spirits told me that. Or even they go into this crazy possession, act like they're possessed. Oh, you need to come to me. You need to spend more money and stuff like that. This is the monkey business. And this is what sours this industry. There's a lot of people out here, and it's not to say that I'm better than anyone else or I'm perfect, but you have to weigh up your condition. When these people say to you, within 21 days, within 2 weeks, within this date, and it doesn't come to pass, they give you another date, it doesn't come to pass. What is the difference from a spiritualist giving you dates of things that come and they do not happen? What is the difference from the Christian that says Jesus is coming back on this day? So when I tell people No one knows the hour. And I say it on a spiritual level, and I say it on a religious level. Many people take offense to that. We have to know our place. A spiritualist has to know their place. If a spiritualist confidently tells you these things are supposed to come to pass and they do not come to pass, and I hope for you people watching down below, there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about if someone says and it does not come to pass, it talks about them being a false prophet. The proof is in the pudding. So, with that said, I hope these words, this short video is enough to give you a little insight when getting a spiritual worker or working with a spiritualist. In summary, you want a spiritualist that's going to be there for you. A spiritualist that's going to be around, that's going to pick up your calls. Because I know times are going to get heavy. And sometimes, our faith begins to wither. And sometimes we need that motivation and inspiration to lift us up. With that said, I thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.